Our next speaker I'd like to welcome up is Leonie Hiscutt. Leonie is the Liberal member for Montgomery, and she's leader of the government in the Legislative Council. So Leonie was elected to the Legislative Council in May 2013 as the Liberal endorsed candidate, representing the electorate of Montgomery. And so Montgomery consists of a large part of the Central Coast municipality and is most of the eastern end of the Burnie municipality. So she was born in the small rural town of Elliott. She attended the local district school of Yolla before attending Burnie High School. She and her husband run a farm in the northwest town of Howe. And her move into agro-politics started when she joined the Tasmanian Women in Agriculture. So Leonie spent many years as a member of this group, and this group of women were keen to see women on farms and their families being supported and doing well. So she was later elected as Tasmanian Director of the Australian Women in Agriculture and only recently resigned from her position in that organisation. So Leonie was a representative of the Tasmanian Poppy Growers Committee, and she remained a member for 4 years and fought for better conditions for Tasmanian poppy growers. If you could please welcome Leonie up to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I just wanted to also mention that I did a 4-year trade on the farm, so I'm proud to call myself a tradie nowadays. My husband and I used to have competitions on who could grow the best crops, and I tell him that on the years that he won, it was only because I did all the work. And we do have the best food here. Yes, we do, and it must be because of the dedication of our farmers, as you mentioned, Jim, and our rich red Krasnozone soils. It's the best in the world. Yeah. So Minister Barnett was unable to be here today, so he's given me a few words to deliver, and it does talk a lot about the money and the collaboration and the partnerships, which is important, which is very important to TR and this research station here. So Minister Barnett goes on to say that that agriculture is one of the key pillars of Tasmania's economy, and growing the sector is part of the Tasmanian Government's plan to achieve a prosperous future for our state. And I've always said, if it's not grown or mined, it just isn't. So we are the primary production. So this is why we have set the target to increase the farm gate value of agriculture to $10 billion by 2050, as you've already mentioned, Jim. So achieving this target in turn will lead to jobs and prosperity in many rural communities. And we all know that as farmers, if we have money, we spend. So we are on track for this target. The most recent Tasmanian Agri-Food Scorecard, which was launched in September, shows that in 2017-18, the farm gate value of agriculture grew by 9.1% to $1.6 billion. A fantastic achievement. The value of agri-food production increased by 10.6% to $2.7 billion. The overseas food exports reached a record value of $740 million. Now, that's a place that I reckon Tasmania can do a lot better in. The $740 million is a great achievement, but I can see that figure expanding, particularly with onion exports, as the way they may come up. So there is no doubt that 2017-18 was an exceptional year collectively for Tasmanian agriculture, and we are firmly on track to reach that target of $10 billion by 2050. So remaining on track requires that we continue to innovate and make step changes in productivity, hence today. So Tasmania's Sustainable Agri-Food Plan for 2019 through 2023, which was launched with a scorecard in September, sets out how our government will achieve this ambitious growth target. Our plan includes removing lots of barriers for industry, and if anybody has any idea of those red tapes and bits of barriers that you'd like removed, please don't hesitate to talk to me or directly to Minister Barnett, whatever is the easiest for you. We also are strengthening our biosecurity capacity. We're building the Tasmanian brand, attracting more investments, investing in innovation through the Agricultural Innovation Fund. We're investing in capital infrastructure such as irrigation. I think the DON scheme is getting underway, or definitely being started anyway. We're investigating in skills in agriculture and agribusiness, and we're investing in targeted research, development and extension to increase the on-farm productivity. So strong partnerships are crucial to achieving sustainable growth in agriculture towards our target. So world-class agricultural research, development and extension is also crucial, as it enables the agricultural sector to make step-up changes in productivity and innovate to grow sustainably. And sustainability is the catch-cry word, and I know that on our farm we used to farm steep hills for our new season potatoes, and keeping the dirt in place was paramount at our place. You've got to be sustainable. So TIA, of course, is an important partner of the Tasmania Government through the joint venture with the university. In June this year, we committed continuing a long-running partnership which is unique within Australia, and it is the envy of many other states and territories. So through that partnership, TIA, government and industry are working together to deliver world-class agricultural research and pathways to careers in agriculture. So in the 2018-19 budget, the government committed $25 million over 5 years, it's $5 million a year, to the Tasmanian Institute of Agriculture through the joint venture agreement. So the state government's white paper, Growing Tasmania Agriculture Research, Development and Extension for 2050, sets out the government's direction for agriculture RD&E. It makes 15 recommendations based on extensive consultation with farmers and agribusinesses. So in partnership with TIA, we are delivering on the white paper recommendations. We have developed and implemented the agricultural RD&E principles and investment strategies to ensure that the Tasmanian Government's investment in RD&E is focused on achieving farm-level impacts and sustainable growth in Tasmania's agricultural sector. So TIA and Biosecurity Tasmania are working together to increase the state's biosecurity capacity. So we've established the $3 million Agricultural Innovative Fund, through which we are funding vital research by TIA to equip our blueberry industry with new treatments to combat the blueberry rust. And I don't think I need to go into that. Everybody's heard a lot about the blueberry rust. This is just the first of many projects funded to support growth and innovation in the agriculture sector, and that was announced here at Forthside in July this year. So building the state's capacity in extension is crucial to equipping our farmers with the latest knowledge and technologies so that they can continue to improve their productivity and profitability. And talking about the improvements in technologies, won't that thing be wonderful to see? Well, I don't know how the wind will go with that today, but this is the way of the future. This is innovation. So I'm pleased to announce that we are partnering with TIA and industry to deliver Extension Accelerator, which is a 2-year partnership program to fast-track the development of early career agricultural extension professionals that will commence in early 2020. So the government is providing $140,000 of funding towards this pilot program, which will be coordinated by TIA. So this is a great opportunity for graduates employed in agricultural extension to benefit from a 2-year professional development program through which they will receive mentoring, building of their professional networks, develop their soft skills and refine their capabilities in extension through case studies and workshops. So this is a great opportunity for employers to access training for their graduate employees, and that will add to their business and strengthen the agricultural sector. Applications for the pilot program will be opening soon, and I certainly encourage any employers or eligible graduates to look out for that and to apply for that. So we are partnering with both the University of Tasmania and the private sector to maximise the use of our research farm capacity. We are working closely with the university as they undertake an exciting redevelopment of their campuses across the state, and the research farms are an integral part of that redevelopment. And I look forward to see what happens here. Talking about the electorate of Montgomery, it now includes most about 7/8 of Sheffield. So when I go to Sheffield, I always travel along this road, run off the road looking at what's going on. So I do look forward to any new things that I happen to see. So as I've said, strong partnerships are crucial to achieving sustainable growth in agriculture towards our target of growing the farmgate value to the 10 billion by 2050. I'd just like to touch a little bit on drought initiatives, if anyone's interested in that. So there's $150,000 for drought-affected farmers, and this is part of the $400,000 drought assistance package, which was recently announced by Minister Barnett, and it is for $150,000 of assistance to drought-affected farmers to be provided through TIA. So this includes practical strategies for managing during drought, which is grazing, pasture and livestock management, as well as planning tools for rebuilding productivity and resilience post-drought. And of course, the best cure for drought is rain. So finally, the Forthside Vegetable Research Facility is an example of how TIA partnership harnesses the assets and expertise of state government, the university and industry to deliver world-class research, development and extension. Biofumigation to improve soil health for potato crops, trials of industrial hemp and controlled traffic farming practices to maintain productive soil structures are just a few examples of projects that this partnership has delivered. And I do remember the controlled traffic farming practices when they were first being developed and how we implemented them on our farm. Now the biofumigation part, I was told once many, many years ago during my apprenticeship that marigolds were very good for biofumigation. Now I've never seen anything come of that, so that may have been a furphy. I'm not sure about that one. No comments? No? Well, there you are. Yeah. We were growing spuds at the time, so there you go. I always imagine that the paddock of marigolds will look absolutely magnificent, but anyway. So today's event will showcase the latest work that is being undertaken at Forthside, and I have no doubt that it will be innovative, cutting edge and future focused and deliver better outcomes for Tasmanian agriculture and our community. And I trust that everybody here will find today's events informative and inspiring. And that really is exciting stuff, that. Thank you very much.